Ah, children and swimming pools, a combination as timeless as sunscreen and tears. On the surface, it's all squeals of joy, floaties shaped like sea turtles and splashy cannonballs. But just beneath the laughter lies a microbial truth that most pool goers would rather not think about. Kids, especially the smallest ones, are walking, giggling vectors of contamination. They're adorable, yes, but also the single biggest risk factor when it comes to spreading waterborne germs in pools. And if you've ever wondered why your eyes burn and your sinuses sting in a kiddie pool, well, it probably wasn't the chlorine's fault. Let's start with the harsh biological reality. Young children, particularly those under 5, often haven't mastered the fine art of bladder control. Even when potty trained on dry land, the moment they're submerged in water, surrounded by the soothing sound of trickling jets and splashes, many kids experience what could be generously described as a relaxation reflex. This isn't malicious. It's not even intentional. It's just physiology meeting poor timing. And when it happens in a pool, the consequences ripple far beyond that innocent smile and oops moment. The modern solution to this problem is the swim diaper, a well-meaning invention that many parents trust far more than they should. Here's the thing. Swim diapers are like polite lies. They look secure. They promise containment. But in reality, they're more symbolic than functional, designed to hold in solids, maybe, but completely permeable to liquids. If your child pees in a swim diaper, that urine is in the pool before you even finish applying SPF 50. And if a particularly messy number 2 event happens mid-paddle, well, the diaper might slow the leak, or it might just create a murky, slow-moving hazard with the consistency of regret. Worse still, if that fecal incident happens to involve pathogens like Cryptosporidium, a microscopic parasite that causes violent, prolonged diarrhea, the consequences can escalate quickly. Crypto is highly resistant to chlorine and can survive in properly maintained pools for days. It only takes a few oocysts, microscopic infectious particles, to cause illness, and children are both the most common source and the most common victims. One poorly contained accident can expose an entire pool to a week-long gastrointestinal nightmare. This is where the concept of parental responsibility enters the chat, usually riding a pool noodle and distracted by their phone. Because while pool operators can and should monitor chemical levels, perform regular filtration, and enforce hygiene rules, none of it matters if parents treat public pools like free babysitters with a splash setting. Yes, kids are unpredictable, but so is a raccoon in a garbage can. Some environments just demand supervision and preventive strategy. That starts with the basics. If your child isn't fully potty trained, they should be in a properly fitted swim diaper and monitored closely. Not the kind of monitoring that happens from across the pool while scrolling Instagram, but the kind that involves active checking, regular bathroom breaks, and possibly a discreet dash for the exit if things start to get suspicious. Taking kids to the bathroom every 30 to 60 minutes might feel excessive, but it's a whole lot less awkward than watching lifeguards evacuate the pool while scooping with a net. Also, hygiene before entering the pool is not optional. Children and adults should be showering with soap before swimming, not just a polite splash on the ankles, but an actual rinse. Studies show that a quick pre-swim shower can dramatically reduce the number of contaminants introduced into the pool. This means fewer skin cells, fewer bacteria, and yes, less fecal residue. If that sentence made you uncomfortable, good. It means you understand the stakes. Ultimately, pools are shared spaces. And sharing doesn't just mean the diving board and the inflatable octopus. It means sharing responsibility for public health. Children don't understand that peeing in the pool creates chloramine gases, or that their loose stool could unleash a cryptosporidium outbreak. That's not their job. But it is the job of adults to know better, plan better, and occasionally suffer the minor inconvenience of pulling a child out of the pool mid-fun to go to the bathroom like the rest of civilized society. So yes, kids in pools are a joyful, splashy rite of summer. But they also represent a biological wildcard. The more we understand that, the safer we all are. So bring the floaties, the sunscreen, and the snacks, but maybe leave the denial at home. Because when it comes to children in pools, safety starts with adult awareness and ends with nobody having to hear the words fecal contamination alert over the PA system.